Good morning, children. How are you today, huh? You little bastards. Where are we? Gahiek. I kind of want to play a Redneck Rampage now. You know? I'm going to play the demo a little or something. I'm kind of curious about it. It was always one of those things where you just... I remember there being a big advertising thing for it, you know? See it in the magazines and whatnot and be like, oh, wow, look at that. Kind of during that period where I wasn't really playing much in the way of, like, PC games, and particularly PC first-person shooters.
At last, Alexei, after 18 months on piece of crap mirror, I'm finally going home. Rendezvous ship approaches. Please don't hand me underwear bag, huh?
Okie dokie.
Good thing we got that transmogrifier working.
Yeah, them heels was killing me.
Jesus, how the hell's a man supposed to take a dump in zero gravity? Let's land her, Bubba.
Okay.
So, they got abducted by the aliens, but have now managed to get their way back, is what I'm gathering.
Uh-oh. Shit, caught one in the radiator. Yeah. Hot damn.
I love when these games will just all have, like... You know, we'll have... I just realized it's medium. Alright. I wish I was serenaded by the banjo. Is there a jump in this? I feel like there should be a jump. Alright. I gotta go this way. Oh, there's a jump. Great. Couldn't find out what that was in the goddamn control pad, but... or the keyboard, but... The graphics do actually look a little better. Like, the overall 3D I don't think is as good, but, like... I think those are definitely higher resolution. Because this is... it's just... This is in that bubble of, like... Oh, I gotta fucking fix these, goddamn... I gotta come up with a basic, like, FPS fucking preset for it or something, but, like, each first-person shooter is uniquely fiddly. I feel like there's no auto-aim on currently. Look, go away. Are those like jackalopes? Those are quasi-real things. As in, you'll see them, but they're just like hares that have this, like, massive infection thing for their head. Alright. So are these like hillbillies taken, like are the evil hillbillies that are trying to kill me taken over by aliens? Or are they just dicks? You know, are they just unrelated dicks? I've played a bit of Blood. It is kind of vicious. Sucking grits on Route 66. Alright. Kind of curious as to which one came first. I feel like Rides Again has to be... Although, like, Rides Again shows them getting back... I'm all confused about, like, the fucking chronology of the Redneck Rampage events. I think it was them just... I don't know. He's taking my cow. You see, that UFO required 3D acceleration. Right, Rides Again is a sequel. I mean, that does make sense. Alright. Yeah, like I've been playing Blood on my handheld via whatever the fuck OpenTouch Gaming's little onboard engine is. Just it's some if you're gonna play one of these games, use the OpenTouch Gaming onboard engine because it adapts to the thumbsticks an awful lot better. Like it's not bad. I think it's. And for some reason, this one's really quiet. Kill Billy. Oh wait, that's like my fucking brother. Good thing he can take a bullet. Why is the music so loud? Okay. Was that a stage? Ow. Fuck. Alright. Maybe I can shoot these.
She smiles like a reptile and her lips are razor thin. Her legs are made of jello, but her voice can rip your skin. To hide her potty mouth, she hikes her skirt above her head. The whole 7th Fleet is checking out her spread. Foul gas shot, glass stuck to her snout. In everybody's business, don't
Okay, so I can shoot that guy.
rum, gin, anything. Now it's getting stout. The whole club's praying that she finally passes out.
This is worth it just for the song, to be honest.
Baby's so liquored up. She said she'd be the desert.
Yeah, there were no sound effects on my end either. There were just no sound effects coming through. It was just like, we've paid for some fucking, you know. I mean, I wouldn't call that Psychobilly necessarily. Psychobilly has generally got like a horror theme. It's kind of like, you know, to your fucking hillbilly pub music as like Insane Clown Posse is to rap. Like, there are generally horror themes of some description. Like, your girlfriend being drunk is a more universal theme, particularly in the hillbilly and redneck fucking, you know. Like, it's not like she's like drunk and also like a zombie or a vampire or something, you know. I like how this manages to just continue the fucking redneck theme a little, you know. That doesn't. Mouse look's in the options. It's just my little lap table is not big enough to comfortably allow me to do mouse look. I've tried. Okay. Alright. Translation? Hello, I'm Warden Jones. May I see your license, please? Nipples! Nipples! Go fishing. I mean, am I sure? Good lord. Fishing dudes, man. Such a weird thing to get so into. Alright, where... Alright. Fish nibbles! Yeah, because there's only so much... Okay, it's called gone fishing. Okay. Well, that explains that. Down to the G's. Aha. Got you, motherfucker. Doodly-doot. Okay. What's the gimmick here? Guess we'll only find out by playing. Big of a cat. Yeah, that's always been like, you know, like I feel like fishing gets done because it's like, you know, kind of hunting but sitting down. Like I don't know, I don't care. Even when I was old enough to, you know, drink and fish, it's just like, I mean, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, you know? Like, I just don't care for it. I don't like being uncomfortable. I don't like sand, either. I don't mind paddling about, you know? Like, I've done little canoe trips up and down creeks. That's not bad, because you're like, oh, yeah, look at this. This is a side of a creek you don't get to see normally, you know? I don't know why I'd piss fart around fucking what I just do. Reflector chest. Fire. Alright, what does the firing? Alright, it's not click and drag. Oh, okay, I'm up here, I'm this guy. You know, like, there's an interesting, like, if I could just push fire, but like, oh, okay, I'm being both guys, apparently. Alright, let's try and... there we go, okay. Reflector chest is a two-player strategy. Hey! Oh, right, you just gotta move the mouse. That just seems fiddly. Yeah, see, I don't want to, like, climb a mountain. Like, a butthole friend of mine tried to trick me into climbing Mount Tibrogargan when I was fucking hungover. And in, like, my fucking work clothes, too. And I got, like, because it was like, it's a hike, as in, like, you just use your legs. Maybe you gotta, like, grab a thing. But there was a point where it's like, no, you gotta climb this bit. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm going back to the car to lie in the back seat and be hungover. I'm not gonna be one of those people who, like, has to get rescued from the top of Mount Tibrogargan by, like, the fucking search and rescue people. And they're like, look, you stupid asshole, what are you doing up here in, like, dress shoes and shit? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm a waste of your time and resources. I agree. And you avert that. You avert that tragedy, but it's going, this is fucking stupid, and going back to the car. Acrophobia, not really. Like, a cosmic scale vastness can be distressing. Like, if I'm just in like a dinghy in the middle of the fucking ocean, that would be upsetting. Oh, well, acrophobia, yeah. I was thinking about fucking agoraphobia. Yeah, no, I don't have mild acrophobia. I have bad acrophobia. I hate heights. Fucking hate heights. Like, I'm okay walking up shit, like, yeah, that's feasible. Like, I'm not bothered by that. Like, I can go up to mountains. Mount Glorious, that's very pleasant. It's got a lovely view. And go up to fucking, Mount Cootha, look at the fucking viewing section up there, that's fine. But then there's like, alright, you're climbing, like, you're like fucking having a Spider-Man your way up a fucking thing. And it's like, bear in mind, it's only like, about the height of me. Maybe a little higher. And it's like, that's all fine and good. And like, could I get up it physically? Yeah, sure. It wouldn't be fucking hard. But then you think it's like, alright, now I gotta get down at some point. And that's always trickier. Fuck is it with this bullshit and the stuff that just never fucking runs? Yeah, I'm not like fucking, bungee jumping on no shit. Like, that is not worth the fucking effort. Regatta. Boats. Yeah, heights I don't like. Heights are just like, because there's nothing you can do about it. It's not my environment. Anything goes wrong. Any slight thing goes fucking wrong. It's just like, well, It's also just built in. Like, it's a proper phobia. Like, I never liked spiders, but I learned to adapt. I can cope with spiders. Heights? That took some fucking effort. Why are they playing that music? This is the wrong music for something about a boat regatta. Oh. Welcome to Dracula's Regatta. I don't know how to steer a fucking boat. Alright, sails up. Yeah, out in the desert, there are dry regattas. In, like, dead riverbeds. What is that fucking tune? I remember looking it up once, too. Because I know all these classic songs, I just don't know the fucking names of them. No. Fuck. God damn it, now I have to look that up again. That's a weird game. That's weird music for that. Living in the interior, the internet sucks. TV sucks. Your kids get hanging rocked every now and again. Oh. This is gonna be a boring game, isn't it? Yeah, everyone's drunk. It's kind of like... the fuck is it with these games and weird music choices? No. 11. The fucking number keys. Fuck you. You know, it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure they have wheels. Like, I swear I've seen one with wheels. Fuck. You stupid piss. Relentless. Twinson's Adventure. The fuck? Haven't I already played this? The director of Alone in the Dark brings you microcephalic child on a dragon. Alright, no, I haven't. I'm thinking of something else. I think. That fucking kid looks familiar. There's an episode of, like, Discovery where they do, like, alright, we'll play some comedy, you know, just to cheer the fucking crew up. And I really want to edit that where it's just, like, whatever his name is, the real tall alien, talking about, like, he's already in the middle of explaining it, but he's clearly describing Bill Burr versus Philadelphia. And it's just everyone sitting down to watch, like, that grainy footage of Bill Burr just completely ripping into Philadelphia. Like, it's that thing of every Star Trek has to so conspicuously avoid, you know, the period it's being made in. It is really, really noticeable. You know? Help! My head's a weird shape. Top's not meant to be like that. I'm a pinhead, I is.
Twinsun is a relatively new planet on the outskirts of a remote galaxy. Its rotational plane has stabilized between two suns. There is a huge mountain range running along that divides the planet in half. Each hemisphere is warmed by a single sun. The northern hemisphere, with its orange sky, is warmer than the sun. Except for a polar region, the planet's climate is clement. The formation of life forms...
Oh, I do enjoy a good clement.
4 species developed over the course of the centuries. The heroes, the grubby bunnies, the finches, and the grobos. They all lived in harmony until a tyrant named Dr. Funfrock reared his ugly head. Ever since Funfrock's rise to power, the population has been living under a reign of terror. Funfrock set up a police state where suspicion...
This feels like it was either inspired by or related to, in some way, like, Oddworld. Like, I get Oddworld vibes. I fucking hope there's a follow-up to Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is one of my favorite fucking shows. Legitimately really fucking good. Like, you know it's gonna be good at the first episode when it sets up for it to be a vampire kid, and then it's just a stack of gnomes. Like, that was a good misdirect. Help my head. Alright. Aww. I don't look. Just get me to whatever the fucking game is. I have skipped incredibly important information. Okay. Well, it's made by the fucking...
Stop squirming, prisoner Twinson.
Normal. Alright, how about I be normal? Alright. What's the activity button? I want to squirm, alright? Maybe I want to squirm. Maybe, you know, you should think about, like, how, you know, you make me feel, you fucking floating jerk.
How's it going?
You're being held here because you're a troublemaker. An informant told us that you claim to have prophetic dreams.
Okay.
Down. We're going to dissect, I mean, take care of you.
Thank you. That's very nice. Ah, my brains! I was not expecting him to turn into, like, a gold coin, you know? I love that that's aggressive. It's one of these ones where you gotta hold the button to attack for some reason. Ow! No, come back here, you fucking minge. Haha, I've solved a problem. This is not a well-designed prison. I don't know what kind of people, like, most prisons don't normally just have, like an escape elevator just show up every now and again. You know, I don't think that's very good.
A prisoner has escaped. Sound the alarm.
Shut up. Look out, I'm switching to aggressive mode. Alarms are game over. Fucking... Oopsie doodles. I went down there. Is that an alarm or is that a door open? Because I feel like I'm able to... Ow! I mean, that's interesting, but I also feel like the game is just a fucking complex system of dicks that are backing me in the face at every fucking possible second. You know, like, I feel like it's just deaths, deaths, deaths. It's one of those ones where you got to be saving it every 5 seconds, because it's going to just go, hey, were you not looking? Fuck you. Easy and original auto interface. Alarm summon an endgame mini-boss tier enemy. Little Big Adventure! Did I play something called Little Big Adventure already? Maybe I didn't. Yep, we're going past it. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna get rid of that. That seems fun. Like, it's setting off my fuck you alarm. Like, it just feels like one of those games that's just chock full of fuck yous. The idea that that fucking moving platform could bonk me in the head to death is just, like, everything in this. You're meant to figure out that, like, the kind of physics and principles that it's got, because if you don't, every goddamn thing is just murder. What do the rabbit bunnies look like? I don't know. Big titty gals. I mean, if I were running like a police state or something, I'd you know, always blend my punishments with the erotic just to really fuck people up. Okay. Press space to play relics. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I appear to be some kind of, like, line. I don't know why. I think it's a cutout game, but, like, weirdly designed. I'm not playing one of those stupid games unless I get to see titties. I'd describe it as super cunty because it's, you know, unlike a Sierra game, it's also like an active, you know, it's an action game. Like, stuff is occurring around you. You can get, like, you know, like that fucking platform bonking me in the head, that's cunty. Oh, God. Why does this look like a next-gen episode? Oh, fuck yeah, it's Russian. Oh, this will be good. Oh, no, it's a fucking goddamn strategy game. Remember tomorrow. Whatever this is, this would have been like a one-season TV show from the 90s. That was it was a great period for, like, you know, just 1 hour fiction. You know, you could just have a TV show that was an hour. Special effects were kind of there. That's where you get all your sliders and all that shit popping up, you know. And there are all these, like, sub ones that, you know, nobody remembers for various reasons. A friend of mine once spent, like, weeks downloading both seasons of the TV show 7 days, about a guy who can go back in time 7 days. And he works for the government, and then, like, you know, if it looks like nuclear war's about to kick off or something really fucked is happening, they send him back in time 7 days to fix it. And I never in my life did I know that there was someone who was, like, a big fan of 7 days. Except my friend who spent weeks downloading it from, like, I think one guy in Brazil. Wasn't that a Heinlein story, like the Golden Man? Basically just remember the future, but didn't really have anything else going on in his head. You know, like, there was a show that basically looked like this, and I think it starred fucking... oh god, what's his name? Hercules. Andromeda, yeah, that's it. It's just... Sorbo. Oh, god damn it, it's in gibberish. Okay, there's cat people. Is that a koala or a wombat? That looks like a wombat. That's nice to see. Alright, there's a squid. Women are here. Oh, okay, that's it. What's all this then? Why don't I fucking... That does look like a koala. Alright, I want to be the koala people. Jesus Christ.
Jesus!
Andromeda. It was Dick. I always get the classic guys mixed up. Dick was the one on all the speed, yeah, because he's like fucking, you know, Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I gotta remember the weird speed fantasy, mania, and paranoia as Philip K. Dick. That's the easy way to remember them. I'm not remembering tomorrow. What? Cool guys not named Jason. Finally, we have a list. Included with what? Lex had ideas, and it had a brave decision to try and push limits, but it was doing that in the 90s and it just didn't work. Like a lot of it just... Jamiroquai? Alright. I think this is just a collection of someone's SI artwork. I mean, was he schizophrenic or was he, like, just cranked up on fucking Wiz? Because, you know, cranking yourself to the nines on fucking speed is... I mean, that's gonna have an impact. I mean, schizophrenia is usually fairly fucking, you know, visible. Remote control. Oh, wow. I don't know what this is, but it needs to come back. This looks like Double Dare for adults. On Leave It to Beaver, Wally's pal Clarence had a nickname that describes a bowl of poorly cooked oatmeal. What was it? Lumpy, Rocky, I don't care. If you answered C, this is the game for you. Alright, good. I don't care. The brain damage I have always turns it into Beav it to Leave It, which does really make me laugh because I love the idea of beave as a verb. To beave. Farscape was trying as well. I do like the use of big puppets, that's always good. I mean, again, though, I just feel like the period was not friendly to... You know, trying in the 90s meant... You know, it was always like that sad PG version of trying, which... And I'm not saying everything's got to be like swears and tentacle dicks. But you need the ability to really fucking do at least one thing for any of it to fucking matter. You know, if I know you're not breaching PG, I don't care. Like, now you know, any of this, like, oh, we're going to push the envelope, it's like, no, you're not. Oh, yeah, beaver cleavage. A classic. That was Chaz, who was also led after that, Chaz. And I can't remember if it was Mosh or Thrasher. I think it was Mosh from the Headbangers. And I think he's back to being Mosh. Okay. Let's go to the yearbook to meet the players. Okay. See, now this is like, look, we got Charlie, Sarah. Use left and right keys to turn the page. Ah, there we go. Okay. No, go back. Marcus, Melissa, Martin, Jane, Warren, Paulina. I mean, look, I have Martin's haircut. I can't argue with my... It's my destiny. Oh, that's already been picked. Alright, Jane. Oh, I've chosen 3-player. I haven't chosen, like, fucking... I didn't realize... I thought it was, like, just choosing the fucking number of players in total. Let's just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. Okay, Melissa selected channel. Gourmet. Okay. Well, I just skipped whatever that was. What? Okay. Ah, that's novel. Cleavage that really cleaves. That's what you want. Didn't I already play this? I suppose that was Rama, which they probably had to call it because someone had already made a rendezvous with Rama. Tubes here. What? Tube. Space tube. Gotta go sort out the space tube. Weird shit in the space tube. Tube. Two short tones from the intercom next to your bunk rouse you from your slumber. Your pleasant dream fades, and it all comes back to you. You are aboard the long-range survey craft Endeavour. As the captain of the only space vessel in this sector, you have been assigned to... Alright, this is just fucking... What's 4? Why is something going 4? Alright, you know what? I'm just not putting up with this nonsense, Rama. I don't know. What drama? I mean, if it's fucking with the Chinese state, that's always fun. I said delete, damn it. Oh, it is actually Renegade. Huh. Huh. Didn't even know this got a DOS version. $2 a.m. is no time to be alone on the subway. Do they even have subway, like, fucking trains going at 2 a.m.? It feels like fucking... I don't know, maybe they do. I mean, I think on Fridays they have buses and shit at, like, 2 a.m. Spice. Like, the funniest thing about, like, the Chinese state is they just don't understand how to really manage people. They understand how to, like, bully them, but they just don't understand, like, the second you ask or tell people not to do something, especially on the internet, guess what's going to happen? Like, and that's the real embarrassing thing about them, is, like, this hard control thing they've got going is just so embarrassingly stupid. You know, if you hadn't said anything... probably wouldn't be really an issue. But you were dumb, and you went and said it. And now look what's happening. Where are we? V. Give me that VGA. Okay, I want an ad-lib music board because I'm fancy. Oh, look, it's another little Tato arcade translation. That's nice. Alright, let's begin my adventure. Like, it's such an embarrassing way to run a fucking society. Like, why am I not moving? I don't think these guys are gonna be nice to me. Ow! The fuck? Pretty sure I'm pushing these. Fucking leave me alone. I swear I'm just like falling down. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Alright, what's punch? I think if I push space, I just like do a front flip on my own head. This is not one of their better ports. Even with the fucking controls worked out. Not one of their better ports at all. That tosses salad. Yeah, I know there are other... Not the manual. Fuck you. Well, it's the issue of, like, a control freak state can't relax. It can only control tighter and tighter and tighter, and that's, you know, eventually doomed. It's just an embarrassing, like, it's such an embarrassingly simple way to run a place, you know? I don't have ZX Spectrum games on this, I don't think. Neketsu Koha Kunio-kun. Excellent. I mean, I've got the Master System version. Let's go take a peek at that. I don't know why jumping to it fucks it up. Like, because I guarantee if I go fucking just migrate my way over the Master System, go down to, like, fucking Renegade. Yeah. So, you know, that looks like it's actually fun. And let's check on the Amiga Renegade, because that'll be, like, a fucking valid comparison point. Fuck me running. Return of the Genesis. Alright. That does not look much better, to be honest. Well, Renegade can go fuck itself.
You fucking baby raper!
North Korea is still around due to external forces. None of these things are internally, like, capable of living internally. And, like, you may sit there and think to yourself, well, China's been around for a while. It's like, no, it's been around for, like, 50 fucking, you know, what, 70 years now, give or take. You know? Compare that to Chinese history. You know, the only reason North Korea is still there is because China doesn't want to deal, and South Korea, to be honest, don't want to deal with North Korean refugees. None of these look like they're the fucking game. Combat config. I don't want my MIDI disabled. Why not fucking stop disabling everything? Alright. You see what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm getting fucking... Oh, okie dokie. It's a mouse game. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, look. Someone's... Okay, well, see, now, I don't notice when people are shooting at me because I don't have any fucking sound. Alright, I don't know what the fuck that is. Well, it feeds itself to it's all it's got. Like, it has, you know, enemy, and that's it. And it's, again, none of these are sustainable situations internally. There's exogenous energy goes into North Korea, and that's the only reason it's lasted as long as it has. Alright, let's return to Jacob Star. Did like Renegade 2 never actually release or something like that? Because that was just all demos. Oh, that's fucking weird. Legion Interceptor. Ugh. Oh god, it's SSI. Alright. Red hot combat in the cold vacuum of space. Well, you can imagine that while I take a pee. Yeah. It's funny because this looks like it's actually the closest to sort of, you know, a game that SSI did. Like, look, oh, you get to shoot. I still don't want it. But you know what? Good on them for branching out.
You fucking baby raper!
The battle for Jacob Star. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Yeah, like, I feel like 2 was a demo for a game that maybe never got released. Because there was nothing, there was no full game on that fucking Renegade 2 thing. Ugh. Wasn't ready for the dude in the middle, though. Oh, did my latest hot dog stunt not impress? I worked very hard on that hot dog stunt. You forget how... No, these people... Most of these people are true believers. Like, I don't know how much... Like, I have had, like, plenty of face-to-face experience with, like, young Earth creationists and various other fucking, like, weird subhumans. there are more true believers than there are fucking grifters. That's something you gotta know about this. Because you're gonna apply human thought to the situation, and that's a mistake. These are not people who use what, you know, normals would recognize as a rational system to arrive at conclusions. It's a completely alien process. SSI! We're cool now. I like to imagine they've...
2 squadrons of spiculums 180 mark -38. Epsilon wing engage code 211 Alpha limited engagement. I repeat code 211.
Look, most of them are. Again, because you're going to think there's look at all these like contradicts they've got. They don't. Because if you ever like, it's one of the reasons why I only ever, you know, bother to have these conversations face to face. Is you could, you know, online it's too easy for them to just duck and avoid. Face to face, you can actually hem people in, and again, let them talk long enough to contradict themselves in a way that they notice. And all that happens is they get angry. You know, there's no like, well, you got me. There's just, it creates a pain in their head. They reverse to the pain, so they duck back to a, you know. I don't like that guy's voice. They duck back to a defensive posture because they're, you know, these things are pillars of their brain. You know, this is, you know, the sense of social identity is wrapped up in these things. It's not rational thought. That's. All right, where are we going? Enter hollow space. Hi, hollow space. Cheetah? Guardian. Space Gull. Penetrator. Avenger. Fluttering Petal. Avenger looks pretty boss. I think this is like the training sim. Ooh, look at that. There is no don't want to. Again, that's, you know, that's applying human thought to it. It's a completely different, you know, running completely different code. I think I might leave that just because I respect SSI's decision to do something that looks like it might actually be fun. Alright, weird knockoff Kimber the White Lion. I mean, it's a Korean platformer, so it might actually be fun. Rion. All right. I wonder if that sinister black castle over there has got anything to do with what's happening. I was gonna have to piece together the fucking story from like what I can grasp visually. Or just like fucking skip that shit and get to face to... It looks like he was fused with Alex Kidd. You know, at least he's got a sword. Fuck you. Could use some sound effects, but aside from that, you know. What is that going on up there? Okay, that's weird. The tiptoe fucking things make me uncomfortable. Ah, miss me, bitch. I need that. Well, whatever. Fucking, just my fucking luck. All of that to fall down on. Eat shit. And just, I find the spikes. Oh, holy god, he runs fast. Alright, so there's Sonic elements to this, if you can believe it. What if we gave Sonic just, like, a fucking club, you know? Oh. Alright. Alright. What happened? I'm guessing this is stage 2. Eat shit. I mean, it's functional. I'll give it that. Fucking, stop fucking just... Might, you know, do these people just... Oh, okay. What the fuck just happened? Okay, if I attack while I'm running, I get, like, a shoulder barge, which is nice. But, like, you gotta run for a while. You gotta walk for a while in order for the run to activate, and that's not very good. You fucking minge! Oh, fuck off. Get out of here, you stupid wolves. Nope, not gonna make that. Because as it stands now, the run's just like, oh, are you trying to play the game? Guess what? It's every fucking time. I'll toss my fucking meaty salad. Now I gotta go back over here, do I? Platforming? What bullshit's this? Cox. Fuck it up, fuck it. The tiptoe wolves are coming for me. I mean, it's functional. Oh god, it's a fucking Crucial game, isn't it? The Repossessor sounds like a 90s Conan character. God, it really fucking is. I gotta fucking... I should have bullied him more about his adventure games when I had the chance. Oh well. That's enough for today. I think that stupid lion game was like the best game. That was the most I played that fucking goddamn thing. It's like a little lion guy, club or a sword or something, or punch, I don't know. He hit jerks. That was it. The rest of it was just fucking SSI and a laser game. Chess with reflecto parts for some reason. I wouldn't call it very well made. It was functional. Like, you pushed a button, something happened. When you touched an enemy, it bumped you back and you flickered. There's all the things necessary for a functional fucking little platformer. I mean, I don't know what was with the lack of sound effects. Maybe that's something I can fix. I'm not entirely sure, but it was definitely... The lack of sound effects has definitely fucking hurt it. I mean, if there's just no sound effects in it, that's going to be a bummer. I mean, yeah, but I mean, leaps of faith are like annoying, but also if that's the worst thing your fucking DOS game has, you're still doing pretty fucking well. You know, there is just some barely functional shit, and just some shit, just stuff someone like fucking. There were no rules. You could just like any idiot to this day still you could just make a game, and just yeah, it's a DOS game. There you go. What's this one about? Well, it's a penis that walks around. I made my own DOS game. Oh, what is it? It's an adventure game about boobs. Can you draw boobs? No? Alright then. That's my funniest, like, every now and then. I don't look that much these days, but it was one of those, like, guilty pleasures of just, like, porn comics by people who can't draw. It's like, God, this is amazing. Look at it. You can't do this. Click the next image. It's like, don't try shading. You haven't got the lines down. It seems like a hard thing to start out on, Like, I'd maybe just draw some, like, I don't know, shapes or people. Draw the most horrifying vulva I can imagine and a furry snout with, like, the perspective completely fucked up. The bravery to complete things like that and upload them to the internet. Not with me, not with your real name, but with something that can mark and identify you in any way. It's just fascinating, Just... Which one was Relentless? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Relentless I'm not opposed to. That wasn't bad. Relentless, I'll get Relentless. Look, Redneck Rampage is a first-person shooter, and even fiddly or annoying, if you got a few basics down, which Redneck Rampage does, it's pretty hard to fuck the rest up. Little Big Adventure is definitely one of those unique puzzlers, and I feel like it's got just enough in it for it to be like one of those ones where, even if it's annoying at times, you sort of come back to it because you're like, if nothing else, there's at least a set logic, and you can work with that. You can work with a game that's just like, here's the fucking rules, and they apply. Like, it's one of the things I really enjoyed about Dark Souls when I was first playing it, was just, it's harsh, but the harshness impacts everybody. Like the golem at the end of Sen's Fortress. The first time I played that, I didn't even get a good look at it. Because it showed up, I did like a roll between its legs, it took a step and fell off the bridge. I didn't even really see what happened. I rolled, I turned the camera around, and then there was just something fading away, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I just got all these souls. Fair. Any game where a hard boss can, like, fucking fall and kill itself because of the way the game's set up, fair. Alright. Could have just as easily been me, Oh, God. Alright. I'm gonna delete those pieces of crap. What's today? I think it's Thursday. What's any day, really? Renegade was disappointing. At its best, Renegade can be pretty good. The thing about a lot of these retro-styled versions of these games is those games exist, they're all just like, 3D and complicated. Like, it's a little bit like turn-based combat, where you kind of have to go out of your way to set out to do it, because it's just as easy. Like, turn-based combat existed in a time when the fucking, ancient fucking Japanese computer or NES you were using just didn't have the power to fucking animate. Can't do all that nonsense. So how do we fix that? Turn-based combat. The thing is, I enjoy turn-based combat. Like, I'm okay if they want to, like, zhuzh it up and make it a little more actiony. Like, 'cause I also really enjoy the active, like, the Grandia games are real good for that. I like that, like, where the timers are a thing, as opposed to just like, alright, well, now we all wait our fucking turn, or, like, so whoever's got the highest speed value gets to fucking go. The active timer thing is always such a more interesting fucking way to run a game. Because you can kind of think, oh, maybe I'll get to the, action before the fucking enemy, and maybe I'll be able to fucking break his goddamn thing. Like, it makes the turn-based stuff so much more strategic without really getting rid of what the turn-based element is. And I do like turn-based combat. It's fun to, like, if you're watching them, like, rewatching, like, a series you've seen or something, and you're like, oh, this episode's kind of lame, you just gotta pop on, like, some kind of JRPG, and you can just go, alright. It's good if you want to split your attention. Yeah, I think Amber's a bit better. I think yesterday said she felt like beef jerky. I was like, alright. Today, should be getting something done. It should be nice. So just, there are these, like, in a lot of ways, a lot of these things still exist. It's just now, everyone's got the graphics, so why not have, like, your puzzle combat game be basically Tomb Raider, Puzzles, shoving, combat, conversation sometimes, side quests, ray tracing. There you go, champ. Off you go. That's making these like these things that, like, they're weird fixed perspectives and funny little computer men. It's more of a artistic choice, and they will still happen. I mean, I feel like there's more emerging at the moment. Seeing some games that are really kind of aping the PS1 aesthetic, but without kind of the hassles that the PS1 had. It's nice to see. I mean, I feel like some of these, PC games are a little more niche, but also, like, like that little big adventure thing, I could imagine there just being, like, a creation suite for that. You can just almost click a thing, put a rabbit monster here, put, like, a fucking platform there. Like whatever the Shadowrun creation suite was. Yeah, like fuck you. I really don't want to play classic Tomb Raider. Like, I remember that from the day, and it was fiddly, on the PS1. I was like, this is kind of fiddly. Honestly, I think if you want to do a retro-style Tomb Raider, make it like a, step platform or a cinematic platform or something along those lines. Like, if you're going to have such fixed movements, doing that in 3D is tough to do without just making it kind of fucking annoying, Yeah, lots of things are about precise jumping, but have, like, slightly better controls. More reactive controls. Yeah, my cousin had, like, the nude mod for, like, the PC version of fucking Tomb Raider. It's like, oh, look at that. Okie fucking dokie. Nipples, I suppose. Now people have, like, fucking whatever her name is, the Bioshock lady to jerk off to. And she's round. Alright. That's enough for today. I gotta have some breakfast. Like, really polygonal tits, too. We're talking, like, you know, you can count the triangles on one hand. Alrighty, what was I doing? Need another coffee. I think my brain's tired. Well, anywho. I'll check on the Discord today, see about, I don't know, thinking up something to do on the weekend. Try and get a 9 Souls in tomorrow night. I would like to play more 9 Souls. 9 Souls will be like shifting into the free section, so you don't have to worry about signing up. But if you want to see me, I don't know, get burdened by whatever nonsense the children are throwing at me, that's, you know, go to the Patreon or the fucking YouTube and sign up, and then you can use the fucking VIP section and the various sections designed for such things. Alright. So until then, watch my show, or I'll bash you fucking kids.